Today we'll be talking about a topic that actually garnered a reaction on the 1st of October, talking about the national honors. Are they still relevant? Now join me, of course, as we delve into the significance and impact of national or Nigeria's national honors established in 1964 to recognize exceptional service to the nation. From the Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the GCFR, to the member of the Order of Niger, MON, these honors aim to celebrate outstanding contribution and, a quote-unquote with the outstanding in a whole capital letter. But in today's society, do they still hold the value? Are they merely symbolic gestures or tangible recognitions or of excellence? We want to hear from you on this part. Now, I made mention that the 1st of October, when Nigeria was celebrating its independence, about 64th independence, the president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, gave a national honor to not only the Senate president, but also to the House of Representatives Speaker, where there was even a bit of a battle, a reaction, a pushback from the House members saying if at all the Senate president got, this particular honor, then there should not be a lesser step for the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And immediately, I think the next day, the president made that adjustment and they were given the same national honor. So recently, we had the Prime Minister of India also visit Nigeria, which is over the weekend, and he spent about a day. And this Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, was also given a national honor. So we want to, dissect this because it's happening in our country. So Nigerians should have a say on, what is going on in our country. So let's have your take on what you think about, national honors and their relevance in a contemporary Nigeria. Do you think, this inspires patriotism and national pride, or have they become outdated? Perhaps you have, received a national honor, or someone that has truly been worthy of earning that national honor. Would like to hear from you. So call us via the numbers that would be displayed on your TV screen. You can send WhatsApp message via the first number. Please, if you're calling, do stay away from your device so that we can hear from you. The noise tends to, bring interference, and we need to have a clear and concise conversation. And also, please, this is we always give room for Nigerians to call in and share their take on what is going on, what affects their own country, and what will push Nigeria forward. At the end of the day, it's all about the country, but we do not tolerate any, insults, uncouth behavior. So let's do more of intellectual conversation. So go ahead, call the numbers on your TV screen. Let's hear your take on the national honor that we have in Nigeria. What is your take? Do you think that this is something that it's okay? Everyone can get the national honor? Because while growing up, I would say I used to see, exceptional soldiers that perhaps went out of their way to protect the country, and then they're getting this honor for what they have done. And these days, people just get national honor. And sometimes Nigerians are left with the question of why is that person being honored? But then let's hear your take on that. So go ahead, call the numbers on your TV screen, or you can send us via a WhatsApp message via the first number. Let's hear your take on this matter, because I truly want to hear Nigeria's take on this. I know Nigerians had a lot to say on the 1st of October when the president honored the Senate president and also the House of Representative Committee. But I would want to hear from you, if at all you feel there should be some kind of adjustment in, list of people, if names should be submitted, like we see done when when it's done perhaps in really big events, talking about perhaps an award show, or even when the cabinet a president is been selected, he have to send to perhaps National Assembly to go through it, check your portfolios and all of that. But if at all that is done, do you think that would be the best to at least make research and say this particular person deserves this honor, or perhaps the way that it is going so far, it's fine, it is okay. I just want to understand how Nigerians are viewing, the situation happening around national honor in the country so far. So go ahead, call the number on your TV screen. Let's hear your take on what is going on the national honors. Honestly, I don't know if it's something that I would say I really, I'm really keen on, because so far I would say our country has honestly been hit the hardest it has ever gotten in the past year. And with all of that happening, what Nigerians are looking for definitely are heroes. Nigerians want to feel the impact of people. Nigerians want to know that people are doing their quota in order to make the country a better place, to make the people more comfortable. I remember when there was a flood, when the dam broke in Borno State, we had amazing people, individuals. We had amazing military men going in, even with the fear that the zoo broke and people had to, start getting scared, because not only did people lose their houses and businesses, but also there was that fear of wild animals inside the water that was lying in the streets of Maiduguri. That's when it happened. So there was that fear of snakes and crocodile and all of that, but yet we had amazing, gallant army men, individuals, vigilante, going out in order to save these people. So I was, in shock when they were not given honored. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm calling from Akira.
I can barely hear you. I don't know if it's from our own end. The volume is quite low. Can you speak a bit louder, please?
Sorry, I will call you later.
Oh, okay. All right. I would wait until your call is back. But yeah, go ahead. Call the numbers on your TV screen and let's hear your take on, the national honor that it's been given on people these days. What's your understanding of how it used to be and how it is now? Would you say it's still the same? Have you had someone in your family that have received national honor, and what was it for? It has to be an outstanding performance. What was it for? Share that story with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from?
Regular caller from Gombe, Abubakar.
Oh, it's good to have you this morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sincerely speaking. I want to appreciate God this morning for making us to be among the living. When we talk about national honor, a lot of people that do not merit being given national honor are the ones that are being given. Take a look at Wike, what he's doing. He needs to be given a better national honor. If you remove that man from that office he's holding at Abuja there, put him in the power sector, he will perform fine. Put him in a petroleum sector and make him Minister of Petroleum. My sister, I'm telling you, will be buying fuel at 150. Why not put him in the the peg in a round hole, not putting it where it's not supposed to be? Okay, going further, look at the former president in person of Mr. OBJ. Look at how he's attacking the character of this government. And the presidency is mean about his actions. This was the same person when he was there, Abiola and himself, ITT. Who does not know about ITT? What happened to ITT? 2 point something billion went down the line. Look at our NEPA. He was the one who sold them. The communication department, he sold it. And these are the people that were given national honor. My sister, a lot of things we need to go back to the drawing board. Where did we get it wrong? Where did we get it wrong? And look at, this is the same person, third term. He squandered our money at the National Assembly. Ghana must go. That was the first time Ghana must go, change hands at the National Assembly because of third term. And I thank God for Atiku Abubakar. He stood his ground that third term never worked. And this is the same person that is attacking this government. What is, he lacks moral, in fact, lacking of moral rights being executed here.
All right, let's just be careful with our words.
He should stop attacking this government. He has done his own. Let God help us. All we need to do is we should go back to the drawing board. Maybe declare fasting. Both the Christian and Muslim, we should go back to God.
All right, thank you so much for that call. Always a pleasure hearing from you. At the end of the day, every thought matters. But to address a few, even when, the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was the president, there were a lot of people that had to come out and criticize. And it does not mean that you're attacking the person. It means you're attacking some things. I always say that it always looks different when you are from the outside, looking up things. So I don't see a fault in him, pointing out some mishaps. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Abuja. I'm Summayya by name.
All right, good to have you from the nation's capital. Let's hear your take on national honor.
Okay, first and foremost, the leaders have lost the national honor within themselves and by themselves, because what is expected from them have not been achieved. And in a real sense of it, that they don't value those that are supposed to honor them at the sense of common humanitarian management, and whoever that eats what belongs to you does not deserve your respect or honor anymore, because the glory has been lost, the honor has been lost. So they should go back on the draw board and see why Nigerians are no more in line with whatever they say or whatever they try to do, because the masses have no interest, or the masses have nothing to gain out of their proposal or whatever they have in line to do. So they have lost their honor, and they should not expect honor in where it cannot be achieved. So if the leaders need honor, they should go back to dry board and know where the water have going to the pores.
Yeah.
So that the honor will come back.
Yeah. I mean, I get your concern. What you're saying is that even if they give themselves the honor, Nigeria don't really honor them because, Nigerians don't feel the impact. That is for some people. I get that. But at the end of the day, they are giving themselves honor. So we just want to hear your take on the look of this. And hopefully these people are seeing, what Nigerians think about what is going on in the national honor. Now, this is, we're bringing this topic because we saw, reaction that followed after the 1st of October honored to the president, Senate president, and also the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And then now there was an honor to the Prime Minister of India that visited Nigeria. And conversation has been online, like what is the honor turning into? Because this thing was created like an award to be given to citizens. That's specifically to citizens who have contributed to the country's development in one way or another, or just finding a way to distinguish themselves and remove themselves amongst the crowd to do something extraordinary for their country. And this was established by National Honor Act in 1964, which took effect on the 1st of October 1963. So for the president to, give this honor, what is your take on, what is going on? Good morning.
Hello. Morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Calling from Makodi.
From Makodi. What do you think about national honor?
Well, national honor is just given to those that EFCC people are finding. Somebody like a Fabio. There is nothing that EFCC are finding and they are giving honor. But another person, somebody like that deserve honor. Somebody like former President Yakubu Gowon. Look at what he's doing. Anything happens to Nigeria, but he struggles up and down. But calculate all that they are giving this honor. Can you tell me one thing good to do to Nigeria? So there is nothing. It's just giving. They are just giving themselves. No one is giving that is deserved. Somebody like they deserve those things, but no, they can't give them. They give the people that steal money. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Calling out a lot of people that should be honored, if at all they do. Now, I'm not certain if Yakubu Gowon has, been given national honor yet. But yes, this is something that we were thinking. What do you think? Do you think the government should give some kind of a public suggestion board for Nigerians, for the citizens to push out names of people that have perhaps given their own quota one way or another? And I remember about a year ago when the American president gave a Nigerian a national honor, and it was because this person is a doctor. She gave her own quota to her own, community, not only there, but also back in Nigeria. Did a lot of amazingness to help, I think, maternal health and all of that, bringing development, filling in the gap when it comes to maternity health care in Nigeria. So what she did was make research, find people, decided to create an NGO, giving some kind of health support, not only, like I said, to the community where she lives in the US, but she also pushed back and said, I'm going to bring it down to my village. Now that is you, because she is just an individual, so she cannot give that help to the entire Nigeria. So she started with her own village, and USA president gave that honor. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, I'm the speaker calling from Mary.
From where? Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV and talk to us? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Anambra State.
Oh, it's good to have you from Anambra. Let's hear your take on national honor.
Yeah, when you talk of national honor, I believe that is what you have achieved to the people. It's the people that will try their best to give you honor, so that they will be happy for what you have done. Honor is the achievement of the people to the government. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. He gave his take on what national honor should be. And all I'm doing here is bringing examples of some people that I have seen that were being honored by a president. Because being honored by a president, it's a huge deal. And, based on the tracks that we've seen in perhaps developed countries, you just have to be extraordinary. And of course, it is something that, should give people room, should push for people to do more. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Taufik Matego, calling from Niger State.
It's good to have you, Taufik. Let's hear your take.
So, national honors, to me, are they still relevant? It's not relevant in Nigeria as I'm speaking right now. Because when we say the definition of national honor is a set of decorations and others given to Nigerians to recognize their contribution to the country. That is what national honor is. But the reason why I said they are not relevant, due to our politics and the government we are having today, the only honors is they give to their people, whether the person make quota to the country or not. In those days, when we talk of honor, we have local honor, we also have national honors. If anybody make a contribution to the citizens, they will recognize you to hear others that what this person does is all right. That is why Almighty Allah too, before he choose all these prophets, he sees their heart, they are honest, they are trustworthy. But today, nothing like that. So it's not relevant to the Nigerian citizens. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that that take on it. But so with all of this, I mean, callers are saying, it seems Nigerians are not really following the national honor. But I did appreciate you when you give a definition of what national honor stands for, and yes, pointing out that there is a local honor, which is a great thing. We've seen perhaps governors, House of Representatives, talking about reps, giving national honor to someone in their community, or a local honor rather. But then when you go on a national honor, like I said, it is a huge deal. So if at all, majority of Nigerians are saying we are not okay with this, what do you think is the best step, to follow in order to give national honor for someone who is deserving? Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV. Good morning. Are you with us?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, please turn down the volume of your TV. I can hear myself through your phone.
Yes, I'm good morning.
Yeah, morning. Your name and where you're calling from. We're having a bit of a feedback. All right, I think we have to let you go. Else you have to stay away from your TV or turn down the volume. Or we'll let you go because you're calling, you want to hear yourself or hear me through your TV, and it's causing interference, and that cannot go. At the end of the day, we need people to hear what you want to say, and it cannot be a concise, a clear conversation if there is that interference. So please tone down the volume of your device or stay away from it. When we're done, then you can go back to watching the show. If you want to catch up, you go to our social media handle and watch this part. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Yayanta from Bida.
Oh, yeah, from Bida, Niger State. Let's hear your take on national honor. And what best way do you think we can, select the right people to honor them?
National honor, as we used to know, is for those that have made a contribution to the country or a society. That is how we used to know it, and those that are being given that honor used to be respectful then. But as it is today, it is when you attain to certain level of political office or a certain level of embezzlement, national funds.
Allegedly,
that
right?
You get this. That you get this. I'm not mentioning any name now.
Yeah.
That you get this honor. And this is what is happening now. So it has no relevance again. Nobody even look after those that after these guys that came back from Côte d'Ivoire, that one can respect that yes, they deserve the honor. I don't see any, especially this recent one that he said, Mr. President said what is it called? The rubber stamp Senate President and the Speaker. And just few days ago to India Prime Minister. What for? What are these people? We can say for India Prime Minister, he has done well for his country, maybe, and for our relationship, he has done well. But what's our national honor for him for? And for these two guys, national Senate President and the Speaker, what have they do? What have they do since the inception of this administration? Nigerians have been suffering through them, and they cannot do anything. They don't pass any bill that will. Anything you see they are serious on is something that will benefit them. But anything that will benefit masses, you will see they will just continue postponing. Soon is the name of this administration. Soon, everything will soon. Nigeria will soon be better. Tomorrow, this thing will soon. This is not what we want. So the honor, national honor, is just simple as they do call somebody who vied for a position of councillor and maybe did not win. You know, in our community, they still call them honorable. This is same as that. In fact, those are even more respectful than this national honor. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Yaya, for that call and sharing your take on your understanding of what is going on when it comes to national honor. So, you know, based on what few of our callers are saying is that they don't think it is as relevant as it used to be. They don't think it carries water, you know, as it used to be, which is what breaks our heart because, first of all, national honor, especially when it comes to Nigeria's honor, should be the most greatest recognition that you would get, you know, on even international level, because the international world will know that you were given a national honor. Good morning. Good morning. Do we still have the caller? All right, go ahead, call us via the number on your TV screen, or do not forget, in case if there is a traction there, or you can call send WhatsApp message via the first number to share your take. Make sure you include your name and where you're sending the message from. What is your take on national honor? And if at all you are not okay or keen with, you know, how it is being evaluated and people have been selected for this, then what best way do you think people should be selected to get this huge recognition, not only on a national level but even international, because integrity is what this is giving you. The moment you're given a national honor, the world is seeing you as someone who is selfless, someone who can do everything they can for their people, someone who can do everything they can for their country, and of course these people are trusted in society. Good morning.
Good morning, my name is Paul.
All right, Paul, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Zamfara State.
From Jos? All right, go ahead.
Zamfara State.
Oh, from Zamfara State. Okay, let's hear your take on national honor.
I don't think they understand the meaning of national honor. I don't think they understand what the standard of national honor is in Nigeria. Because I don't think all of them put together call leaders. They have never done one sacrifice for this country. I can remember. I don't remember there's any sacrifice none of them has done for this country. We are suffering here, and they're wishing themselves and they're giving themselves national honor. I don't think any of them deserve it. They should go back to their drawing board and understand what is national honor means and what it stands for. If an American is given a national honor, you will know that he has done something for the country. He has done one big sacrifice for the country. For none of them put together has done any sacrifice for this country. They are just putting themselves in a position that they have not reached, and they don't even have it. Honor is given to those who are honored, not just by mouth or by anything that they stand for. With their money in their pocket, laundering money, stealing money around, thinking that they are honored anywhere they are. I don't think they are honored. They should go and find out what the definition of honor means before they will come out and tell Nigerians that they are honored. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your concern and your take. But we've established now, all right, Nigerians. At the end of the day, let's not forget that as we're pointing out the problems, we need to should at least have possible solutions. So it will be good for us to know what ways to follow in order for the people that are more deserving should to be elected or to be pushed forward to be recognized by the people. Perhaps doing our own part, maybe in your own community, if you know someone who has done extraordinary job, extraordinary selfless thing to their community, then you could push, create awareness. We're grateful for social media. Call on the attention of the president, or if that person deserves on a national recognition. But then if it's on a more local, then perhaps you can call on your governor to at least give that, because these are things that tend to promote other younger generations to grow and emulate good behaviors and give kudos to the people that have done great. We have few messages we cannot take, but one of our amazing person that always sends a message, Ahmed Esbima Enagi from Niger, said national honor is in Nigeria is no longer relevant because it is given to the wrong people. And look at great individuals with good record, but they will not give it to them. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Read your message. Some messages we could not pick, but I appreciate everyone that called in to share their take on this. Hopefully, the president gets to see this and know what Nigerians think about, the national honor being given to people currently, and we'll get to see, perhaps more deserving people get that position.